wanted to try something new because I just signed a contract with a major distributor yesterday, so this is my first day after having signed that contract, and I wanted to take today not only to work through new strategies, ideas, and get the day-to-day responsibilities handled, but I wanted to reflect and have some moments of gratitude for the journey thus far, because my journey with my company is so personal. It is a company that provides hemp-derived CBD alternative cigarettes, smokes, to the consumer. But the reason that I sell what I sell surrounds the issue of mental health, and it surrounds life's journey. It's a product of my special and unique life's journey. And I don't know what this contract means moving forward. It basically gives me credibility and opens doors for me, but I still have to walk through them. Not only do I have to walk through new doors, but I have to pitch and sell into new doors. And then beyond that, I have to grow relationships and manage relationships with so many more vendors, more than I've ever handled before. So I'm so blessed and lucky to have two best friends that are each older and wiser than me, more experienced sales professionals that I can finally bring on and make them an offer to help grow my business with me. And it's so funny, just everything is so funny to me, because I have not had confidence this whole journey. I would arguably say that I've just had 31 has been the most confident year of my life. I think my confidence really started compounding and growing maybe last November. But up until then, I've been I've been incredibly shy about my journey, and I haven't known if it was for me. For the first couple of years of my company, I did not understand why I was in the position that I was in, or why I had received the gift of my company. My company was a gift that was given to me by another person. And then from there, I continued to receive gifts of people that have supported me and collaborated with me and carried my energy when I did not want to carry it. But in this period of reflection, I've been having a lot of dreams in my sleep, because that's probably one of my number one priorities over the next month as we launch into this new phase of growth. My number one priority is sleep. I'm making sure that I protect the space for sleep, and that I prioritize the way in which I'm going to sleep, the way in which I'm waking up. I think it's one of the most important things that unlocks my brain and helps me grow and think differently and take on more responsibility. But I've been having these dreams about my past, where I'm in these new extravagant spaces that I could never describe, but they're a reflection of my inner world. But these old characters come back through my new spaces that are very clearly my imagination's creations. And I'm consistently hiding from these certain characters from my past that told me something that hurt my feelings that I believed. And I think that's been one of the biggest challenges that I've been working to overcome, is letting go of these ideas that other people gave to me that weren't true, but I believed them anyways. My story is unique with my company. I was a runaway child. I was a missing person. I experienced a lot of physical and emotional abuse since I was very young. And I needed a lot of help along the way. And I didn't always know how to ask for the help. But I was so lucky in my 31 years of life that people loved me so much that they just gave it to me. And they gave it to me without the concern of the perception. Because the more and more that I grow up, the more I realize that a lot of reasons why people don't put themselves out there for another person is because they are worried about the way they will be perceived. And they will be perceived by others. And I've always been this character that encourages people to believe certain narratives. For instance, it's not because I have good ideas or good thoughts. It's because I'm pretty or I'm sexy. I don't have nice things because I work hard. I have nice things because I'm a slut. That's one of people's favorite narratives to believe. When I was a child, my parents, one of the first ways that my parents interpreted my disrespect was, she must be gay. And that one hurt. Because I didn't know if I was gay. I was so young. I think I was like 13 or 12 the first time I heard them say that. And I felt so misunderstood. But I believed something in that moment, that my sexuality was my problem. And I held on to that. I still hold on to it. I'm still talking about it right now. Another lie that was told to me when I was a child was that I would never make enough money to live in California. And I had told my mother when I was even younger that I wanted to live in California one day. And I remember her looking at me and just saying, "You'll never have enough money for that. You could never live in California." And that was a lie that I believed as well. As I continued to grow up, I was constantly misunderstood. I was kicked out of homes and school. I was kicked off sports teams. I felt very ostracized. I was bullied often, and I was abused by strangers by the time I was 14. I was abused by my family by the time I was 9. And I was alone by the time I was 12 or 13, like starting to run away from home and be on the street. by the time I was 14, I had found a rooftop I liked and a couple bushes that made me feel safe. And I had one family that stood up for me and believed me when I had to tell the police that bad things were happening to me. That this one family believed me and they took me in as their own, and they incurred trauma because I needed their help. So I don't have it as bad as so many other people in the United States alone. My trauma doesn't compare, but I didn't have as many favors when I became a late teenager. I had a lot of things working against me, and I think the way that I look has been the biggest gift and blessing that I received, because it helped me through my abusive childhood so much. Not just because I think I'm very pretty now. I wasn't as aware when I was a kid, but people told me that I was pretty, but I have really strong eye contact and I'm really funny. So I can convey stories with a sense of lightheartedness, and I can make other people laugh really easily. In the worst situations, I can make somebody laugh. And beyond my physical appearance, my ability to communicate with my words and my eyes always helped me shape the world around me when it was just on fire. So I do a lot of reflecting all the time to try to stay in check with that, because it's not been an easy journey to finding consistency and to finding the stamina to build a company. It's so incredibly hard. It's making me tear up right now because I've just been dealing with so much emotional instability most of my life, and financial instability that, you know, it's made it so difficult to show up every day. And I think it's been the past 4 to 3 years that I started achieving a sense of like regulation, and a lot of that journey has been supported by one person and one plant. And I don't fully know how to convey the educational message that I'm trying to put forward with my very psychedelic journey. But this plant, the hemp plant, traveled by my side and in my body as I recovered and became this young woman that I really love looking at now. I love who I see in the mirror, and I feel as though the older that I get, the more I can show up for children in my life and for friends. And that's not something I was always able to say. And I'm just becoming more and more reliable and dependable and fun. And this company has been that enabler for my process of recovering from the abusive childhood and making it into a really colorful, wonderful adulthood. And because of my journey, I have so many unique points of view, because I've I've been willing to do things that most people wouldn't consider as a means of surviving or making money to survive. I've had a lot of crazy things happen in the 7 years that this company has been alive. I really respect the cannabis industry, even though I'm adjacent to it. In hemp, we're all still part of the same plant genus, and it is not an easy job to be in collaborations with the government at this point in this industry. So I really respect everyone involved in the transitional period of time that we're going through. And I'm so thankful to be a part of it, and I'm genuinely trying my best to integrate into the tobacco community and make a positive impact with my product and my mission. My mission is to play a role in healing the Earth's life systems because they are in jeopardy. And I think that we can heal the Earth's life systems by healing ourselves. So I'm on that train, and I'm very good at being uncomfortable. I'm very good at doing things that I don't want to do. And I'm very good at playing a long game and withstanding the failures and riding through the trials of perception. I'm very capable to be perceived as whatever anyone wants to perceive me as, because I know that my heart is pure and true and good, and I know that I'm guided by something invisible that's much greater than me, so I can only follow it and enjoy the ride, because it's already been one hell of a build-up. Been coming for a long time. So this is my moment of reflection, my gratitude for this journey that has recovered my soul, and generally just I'm still in awe of the whole thing. And I'm fueled by everyone that told me that I would not succeed. I thank you for your comments, your criticisms, and your judgments, because they are the fire that breathed life into my willpower. And you gave me everyone who was mean to me gave me a reason to have a closer relationship with myself. I didn't believe any of the mean things that have ever been said to me. I don't believe them, because I'm capable of creating really incredible things, and I will not be suppressed by negativity or negative influence or other people's ideas. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen moving forward. This is my mind's dump. Let's see what happens.